There are people who are not. Maybe this is David.
Healthy and hearty.
Mine is Stephanie.
Did they really? Oh, so you were sort of down to slim pickings?
Yeah. Well,
I wonder who made the knotweed beet compote with coconut.
Okay. By the way, this is knotweed here. This is what happens to this stuff in 1 year. In the botanical terms, this is a knot right here. Alternate heart-shaped leaves. It's a beautiful plant. I mean, Olmsted was all about landscape design. He just didn't know it was going to take over everything. You know. You may have also noticed when you were preparing this stuff that it's hollow, except
At the knots.
at the knots. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of cool. So I also know that beets are used as a natural food coloring. So and I know that it's a nice like rhubarb jam or something like that, but I didn't want the color to be green because no one likes that. So this is a beet knotweed compote. Beets, knotweed, and maple syrup. And that's pretty much it.
A little bit. And so I did that, and it didn't change so much on the heavy part on the bottom. And so then I boiled some for a few minutes and tasted it, and it was so sour and sort of stringy and stuff. And so I was like, I don't really want, you know, if I do anything, I'll end up camouflaging it. So I was like, I don't want to do that. So I tasted the other part, and it had a bitter and unusual flavor. So I thought, okay, this is the one.
So you like the top part?
So yeah, I was trying to maintain the flavor of the top part. Well, not that it looks really, really disgusting. It's really slimy. But I'll make this big slime festival, and then nobody will eat it. So that's no good. And then
Oh,
thought,
I know
okay.
that dish. I saw that dish over there. I'll eat anything shows. We have the whole. It's almost like a kind of Alcoholics Anonymous conversation.
I decided to go with the sweet dish because I'd been out and about with David, and of course he did stuff raw, and kind of thinking about what. Yeah, and it was very lemony, very tart, and I thought that kind of flavored as well with some
pulling chair?
you know, kind of sweet, like it was.
You guys want? I think we should eat some, and then as we nibble, we can.
Keep going.
So you're gonna get 10-year points, and you're gonna be like 5 for this vegan, 5 for this best vegan, and then the next category: best sweet, best savory, and then best overall. Who made those? That's amazing.
Oh my gosh! Awesome.
Film. So this is yours. This is Eli.
Yeah.
Vegan?
What do you got here?
Japanese knotweed pastry crust. Kind of like cream and apples and sugar and knotweed
Well, I don't know. I think there are forks
in
behind
pastry.
Did you invent that yourself? Wow. Impressive. You tried it? It's good?
And a lot.
It's good?
Yeah. Liked it.
He didn't want to do a recipe from a book. I kept saying, you know, try some recipe that has rhbarb in it or something like that. But he wanted to invent his own.
Whole wheat shortbread, with candied knotweed, and these are just knotweed cookies.
Guys, this is how the voting works. Once for all, you take your piece of paper, you write down the 4 categories that we're listed.
Candied knotweed.
We could save the world with knotweed.
You think so?
Absolutely. It grows every place you don't want it to grow.
This looks amazing. Actually, put it on the paper. Actually, if you guys want to put the recipes by the soup so people know which is vegan, and which there's a few vegans floating around.
Who'd have thunk?
It is. It's vegan. It's got toasted black sesame seeds, grapefruit, and it's raw. I made a decision to go raw because I am very interested in the color of the knotweed. So I really like the pink and the green. So I went with kidney beans and black sesame seeds to accent it.
So I'm rolling out the dough, and you can see these little like chunks of little green knotweed stuff. It looks really nasty. But then I taste it. You can't taste it in the dough at all. You can't see it really. Like, you know, when you make spinach pasta, it gets really like green. Not like that. And the pesto itself is just sort of overpowered by oil and basil.
It is the only raw one.
I know you're not.
Good?
That is pretty good. Christine, does this got ginger in it or something?
Okay, so the best savory dish goes to early spring growth. I believe that's yours. Number number 9. Sweet dish. Well, given that this quadrant of the table was devoted to ice cream, cookies, and knotweed candy, Chrissy swept the sweet category. Congratulations, Christine Ring. Best vegan dish was a tie.
Oh,
Because it's actually conveniently a tie between Annie Newbold's number 11 knotweed with grapefruit and black sesame seeds, and somehow, zoom in on that mess. I think you brought the Italian mob in to get some extra points for the pesto. So it's a tie between Annie and Brian, and neither of them are going to get prizes or want prizes, and actually I don't have a prize for them, so that works. Overall winner by a split margin. Like literally, people were not following the fraction. I get my phone on me. Number 1, Japanese puff knotweed pastries. And if we find out that you didn't make those by yourself, I'm coming back to that one. You did. Good. So that's awesome. And you just beat out Christine by a tiny bit. But that's awesome.
That's
So,
your college fund.